Afternoon, YouTube. We're Ian and Jane. Apologies, I'm looking at my watch. It's 4:08. First show of the day. Today is Sunday, so we've got less shows to see today, although we've got other things going on. We'll talk about them later on. First show of the day, we've just come out of it. We're doing the Edinburgh Fringe, so this is our day 11. There are over 35 shows on the channel, all reviews, mainly 4 and 5 stars, some less so, but anyway, you can explore that. And we hadn't booked this, and then this morning we were just looking for something to go and see this morning, weren't we? Or this afternoon, actually. And, well, I have to say I'm not so sure this what we read was right compared to what we actually saw, but this is...
Which doesn't mean a bad thing.
No, it's just that, you know. So, one sugar stirred to the left. It says it's a heartwarming, poignant and at times funny play about palliative nurse and ex-singer-songwriter Bronwyn, who is commissioned by her patient Henry to write an album of music based on secret poems he had written for his late wife and son Justin. Words he couldn't say in person, and then we've got a bit more information. Yeah, I mean, what did you think?
Well, the story unfolds. I mean, it is set in a hospice. At first I thought it was a hospital, but it wasn't. It's a hospice.
Yeah.
And which highlights the wonderful care which we have personal experience of.
With a family member. Yeah.
And it really did highlight, you know, so I'm being sort of practical from that. And then you have the developing relationships between the staff, the patients, relatives, and it's emotional, there are tears. There were tears.
There are.
Several members of the audience.
I mean, I had a tear at one point, but I didn't have a tear at the end. But certainly the people at the side of me and the people behind me seemed to be in floods of tears.
I know. I heard it.
Yeah. So it's very emotional.
So, and I
don't think the little description leads you to that at all. Really,
so maybe
it is about death.
Yeah.
And about loved ones.
So I think anybody who's experienced that will probably have a tear in their eye.
Yeah.
But you know, there's all sorts of emotions, I mean, I sat there towards the end thinking, gosh, this is a really complex play because you've got all the emotions to do with death, which includes anger, pain, you know, love. I mean, sorry, I'm repeating. And some humour.
There are some humour,
but
some
also
funny bits in it,
it very cleverly, some people, you know, might disagree, interweaves sort of religion into it and different religions.
Yes,
so
it does.
we have,
and it is clever. You're right. Clever is the right word.
Sort of, you know, and it's not sort of thrust at you. Yeah. It's within context. But you've got obviously the Christian beliefs, Hinduism and Buddhism. And that's, you know, I think that's really well done. Yeah. And interesting how, because at one point somebody says, oh, I'm happy about this, and, you know, somebody responds, well, how can you be happy?
Somebody had passed away.
Yeah. And they explained in terms of their religion, and it all made sense.
It did, yeah.
You've also got this added layer,
No, it's fine. No.
The added layer that, as it says, you know, one of the patients asked Bronwyn, the nurse, to write songs. And so you've actually got a gentleman playing the guitar, he's on stage the whole time. And so interspersed you have these bits of song which are beautiful.
I thought the song, you don't get complete songs throughout the piece until, I think the last song is more or less complete, isn't it? But you get snippets of songs. And I'm hoping there's going to be an album, because actually they're folk songs, but the melodies and the lyrics and the music I thought were really, really well done, and I wanted to hear more. You know, I mean, I know why we didn't hear more, because they're moving the drama. It's about, you know, they're interspersed with the drama, you know. So you can't. It's not a concert, so you can't have the whole songs. But I thought they worked really, really well.
Yeah, and I think for me personally, it worked better in that it wasn't. You know, it is. I mean, in the programme, it calls it music drama, and I think it would have been less for me if you'd interspersed it with full songs. You know, the fact that it's the writing of the songs is within context, so you get parts of, and like until the end.
Sorry to interrupt.
I like that.
I'll add this. I didn't add this at the beginning, but it's a premiere from the writer and award-winning composer Jon Lawrence, and he was the guy who was playing the guitar. So the guy who wrote the songs, or wrote the piece, really. You know, he is there, and it's based on his own experience.
So I mean, it works as a theatrical piece in the sense that there's a beginning, a middle, and an end because of sort of how it starts. But it also works. You know, there's lots of things I think that will trigger personal reactions to various bits of the story.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's really.
I mean, I also think that it's a superb cast. Because there's a lot. It's an hour and 10 minutes, and there's an awful lot going on in that hour and 10 minutes. You know, and I thought everybody in the cast was really, really good. Yeah. You know,
some strong characters and
very strong characters. It's well performed. It's well written, actually. I would say. I think it's a good piece. Like I say, our only real gripe is I think if you were just going on based on what was written on the Fringe website, and if you've had a bereavement in the shall we say this year, you might not have gone to it because it might trigger how you feel about it.
Because it doesn't mention that.
No. And I have to say, so I don't think we would have gone had we known that.
No, I think the pitch is wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. I didn't see it.
That we've seen it.
No, it's a good piece, and you know that yes, you get more information on the Fringe website than you get in the actual programme. But the programme is there to try and make you go and see it. So I understand why, you know. Why it's written like it is, really. I don't think that really detracts from it. I am glad that I've seen it, you know.
No, but it's a good piece of theatre, and with
a
lot going on.
It's on until the 17th of the month, so we've got roughly another week. I'm just checking to see. It's on at 2:15 in the afternoon. Full price is £13, concession is £12, and the family ticket, which here we are, 11 days in, I still don't really understand the family ticket, but it's £12 for the family ticket. And I think there's variations on that. Family, it says available for 2 adults and 2 children. But is it £12 each, or is it £12 for I don't know. Anyway, check on that, really.
And it has got 14 plus.
Yes, and I would say that's right. There's not much swearing in it, but it's because it's dealing with...
Well, I think it's, I mean...
You think it...
Yeah, because the themes, you know, I mean...
You think it's okay to be 14 or
no, I think it's okay to be 14.
Exactly. That's fine.
Because we're talking, it's set in a hospice, we're talking about death.
Yeah.
So, you know, that depends on...
It's a 4-star from me.
Yeah.
4-star from you too. Yeah. It's a really good 4-star.
Very good.
So if it sounds like your sort of thing, having said what we've said about it, go see it, because it's a really good cast and a really good piece. And I'm looking forward to hearing the final album, if it ever exists.
Okay.
We've got more to see today, so we'll be back later on. Cheers.
Bye. Bye-bye.